So once you're lucky enough to receive one of our beautiful bouquets, what's the best way to look after them? What's the best way to get the maximum amount of life out of them? If it comes in any wadding or protective packaging at the bottom, take that off. And then the first thing to do, once you've got your vase of water ready, is to recut these stems. So a sharp angled cut. And the reason you do this is, whilst they've been in transit, if any of the stems have dried out at all, or not been in contact with water, they kind of self-seal, they close up, and that's to kind of retain moisture in the stem. But what it does mean, if you don't recut them, when you put them into water, they won't be able to drink. So that's quite important. Nice clean cuts across all the stems, and that means that the bouquet is going to be able to drink. The other very important thing is the flower food that we always send out. It really works. We do different formulations for different types of flowers. Pop it into the water. It contains a carbohydrate, which is basically a flower food, it's a sugar, and also a fungicide or a bactericide, but that keeps the water clean, it stops bacteria from growing. I've left the elastic band on in this instance. That helps to keep all the stems cleanly together. The other thing you'll notice is there's no leaves below the water line. That's also really important. Keeps the water clean, stops the growth of bacteria. Another top tip, elastic bands aren't the prettiest thing in the world. If you've got some ribbon at home, we've got one that just matches the flowers really nicely. All I'm going to do is cover that elastic band. I'm going to leave it in place, you don't have to take it off. Simple knot. You can use your very versatile flower scissors. That water should stay nice and clean for at least 2 or 3 days now. After that, if it does become at all murky, take your flowers out, wash your vase, just use washing up liquid, just rinse it out, bit of malt vinegar, swish that round, it's mildly acidic, it just makes the glass really shiny and sparkling, and then obviously fill with clean water after you've done that. And then just one last thing I'm going to demonstrate. Depending on the size of your vase, you don't have to keep this binding point. We can take that off, but keep your hand on that point, that's what we call the binding point. Drop those stems into the vase, so you've got the kind of beauty of the nice clean stems, and what you want at the top is a kind of a nice dome shape, so some of those central flowers I'm just going to lift up very slightly, so just another very nice way to display your flowers.